ribs or where they wouldn't fluff out.
Yeah.
So it's same, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? And I bring that up, I don't see any pins in the top.
No, there's, one mine I've ever seen had rock bolts in the ribs. And, this is all solid granite, phonolite, or breccia, so it's true hard rock mining.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing when you're blasting, it cuts it out just like you're cutting it out of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no danger of caving in there?
No, there's not been a recorded, natural cave-in in this district since the beginning. There've been them big haul trucks over there, they blow up giant football field-sized pads, and then the haul truck will drive over the top of a stope, and they cave in, fall in, take the truck with it. That's happened a few times. But as far as the mines, if they're underground, there was no cave-in. Now, almost all that you've just walked through, that's a series of crosscuts. That's a bunch of junk they hauled to the surface and just dumped it over the edge. But now you can see one of the first mineable gold veins. And it's right here above you. And you can see they're just fractures in the earth. But they're spotty all the way through with many different things from the time of volcanoes.
Uh-oh.
Happens all the time. But you want to find your gold vein at the surface before you ever consider any of this. Those are called outcroppings. Sometimes there's gold on them. But most of the time they're just quartz and granite that are stained with rust, filled with high concentrates of iron, filled with hopes and prayers. So you dig them down. If they're worth mining, then you back out and you move your shaft all the way to the end of your claim and sink it. Then throw a crosscut, try to hit the vein from underneath like this. This is the best way to mine. Now you've got gravity on your side. This is called a raise or a stope. And you'd be working off planks like these all day long with stoper drills and blasting equipment, just chasing these veins even farther. But as they did, the veins will naturally shoot off horizontal and back up every once in a while. That works out even better. Now you're controlling gravity a little bit, catching the debris as you blast. That's where a machine like this comes in. It's called a slusher. For safety, it's wrongly placed, so I'll just show you how it works. Then I'll tell you where it should go. Not real impressive. Just pulls all your debris to you. But you would haul this machine and its bucket all the way up to one of those benches and tie it to the two sides of one, like this. So as you blast, it'll slough all that material off into a series of chutes that you'd build to your main working level. So there you just have a guy opening and shutting a chute gate, filling up these ore cars.
That's just like anthracite mining in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Vertical seams of coal like this.
yeah.
They do it the same way, just like that.
Oh, yeah. But the mining's not different, just the hazards.
Yeah.
And now, your best indication for gold and silver both in this area is on this side of the vein. You see that purple stripe right up there? That's fluorite. You find fluorite around here, that's a pretty good guarantee you've already found gold. It just depends if it's a workable quantity. In the early days, they worked quantities down to 1/4 of an ounce a ton. That's
Wow.
about the size of a penny. But that was only worth $5 in one of these ore cars back then. But now that much could be worth up to $500. And we mine quantities past a single gram per ton. Like there's a big open pit mine between here and Victor. They mine all the way down to 0.001 grams to the ton. That's less than a grain of salt in one of those ore cars. Wow. Like I said, they're blowing up football fields. Haul trucks dump 300 tons, so it quickly adds up. Now here's a good sample of your fluorite here. And when this volcano blew, that was its liquid. And it turned this place like into a pressure cooker. And it mashed all the minerals and alloys, it made them bond together. That's one unique thing about this district. And then there, you can see quartz. That's a good indication for gold pretty much anywhere you go. Now, you guys might have noticed a lot of mineralization coming up to here. As we walk on, you're going to see a lot more. It'll change color. Eventually, it'll all end up into one spot. That's a good sign for a good mineable gold vein in this area, because both the gold and silver bonded with the mineral tellurium. That produced tellurides. which means most of the gold and silver that comes out of here comes in crystal form. So once we get back there, I'll tell you what the different colors are. Just keep in mind, once you blow it up, it don't look like this.